What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? You're listening to the Show the Art podcast. This is our second try at it. We are driving right now. We're your host. My name is Ames. Alongside with me is my boy checking the levels out while he's driving. Dangerous.
Yo.
Dangerous man. Abe.
What's up, man?
What up, dog?
Hey, man, I heard you were sick this weekend. You okay?
Yeah, so two
This
times.
guy had the
yeah.
stomach bug.
The stomach bug, man. So I was drinking Pedialyte and I was all jacked up. But what do you call it? Yeah, it's just Friday night, so I didn't get the chilly willies again, the body aching, not quaking, and all that good stuff. So it wasn't as bad. Thank goodness I was still able to do stuff because this over the weekend, while you guys Voltroned up and had a dope ass seminar and kind of combining all the subforce schools, the whole team was together. I had to coach one of our athletes at her first powerlifting meet. So
What was her name? Radija?
Shout out to Radika.
Radika.
Killed it. She did what did she get? 185 on the squat. 110 on the bench,
Holy.
and she killed it. Her deadlift was 270 pounds.
Okay.
She just missed 285.
Okay.
But
It's not that impressive until you say how much she weighs.
she weighs 100 pounds, guys.
100 pounds?
100
What
pounds.
the-
Yeah, man. So
Holy.
she's strong, man. She's strong. She works hard. So shout out to Radika, man.
That's
so
damn near 3 of her.
I know.
Holy crap.
It's crazy because you see when she's starting to warm up in the back with all the lifters, you're like, oh, they didn't really pay her no mind. And then when they started calling up, because in powerlifting, you start with like the people who attempt like the lighter weights, and it just escalates up.
Okay.
So she, like all the girls her size were already up, and she didn't go up yet. So you could see some people like, what the hell's going on? And when she goes up, they look at it like 250. She first started her first lift at the deadlift with 250. Everyone's like, get out of here. And then once she picked it up, the crowd was going crazy, man.
Nice.
And yeah, man. So
like, what's your prescription for like? Is it testosterone? What do you give?
Yeah, I gave her a little GH, just a dash of GH, and then maybe like once she's feeling out of it, some steroids.
Okay.
Won't hurt nobody.
Might as well.
Ain't testing. So we ain't
It's
hiding
amateurs,
it.
dog.
John Jones in it all day, man. Nah, but yeah, all hard work and
that's
props to her.
impressive.
Yeah, man. So how was the seminar?
I could lift
Don't
heavier
even
than
go
her.
there. Don't go there. I know where I know where you're taking this. Don't do it.
I could lift heavier than her, but if I were her weight, I wouldn't be able to lift heavier. Than her. See the props I'm giving?
Yeah, I like that. I dig that. I thought you were about to body her.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Good for
so
her.
how was the seminar, man?
It was great, man.
There was a lot of people.
Yeah, we
I
had
missed
all our
out. I had
teams.
FOMO.
You did miss.
Yeah.
But it's all good. You were coaching.
Yeah.
You were coaching your student, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great, man. All our students came together.
Okay.
We had like 60 plus people on the mat.
That's dope,
Probably
man.
more like 50 plus.
Yeah.
And it was just good to share the mats and share the jiu-jitsu waters with everybody.
Yeah, that is sick,
Yeah, it was
man.
dope.
So how was the rest of the weekend? What you do?
Nothing. Just a whole lot of nothing. Just working.
Just chilled.
Private lessons.
Got it.
Teaching.
Got
The
it.
whole 9.
So let me ask you
Yeah,
this:
yeah.
what do you enjoy more, teaching like a group class, like a big class, smaller, more intimate class, or one-on-ones? If you had to pick one.
Yeah, they had their pros and cons.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
It is a little easier to teach a group class.
Yeah.
Because you're not really. You don't have to talk the whole hour.
Yeah.
Right. Kind of.
True.
And then, the moves aren't being performed on you.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. So you could see.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that makes sense.
But like, they have their pros and cons. Private
Yeah.
lessons are really cool because you know that you're going to impact this person. Like almost 100% you're going to impact this person.
Yeah.
And they're going to come out a little better.
True.
Whereas a group class, you're teaching something that everybody needs to get, and some people take the move, some people don't. And it's hard to get into fine detail and all the inner workings.
I agree. I actually enjoy teaching like the smaller classes, like a group of like 6 to 10, 6 to 12.
Okay.
Because then you still get to teach, and it's still a big group, which I like. I get to talk to more people.
Yeah.
And you get to give everyone attention.
Sure.
The thing that I hate, even though it's cool seeing a lot of people in big classes, you can't really.
Yeah. You hear that, guys? So when all you come at once, Ames hates it.
I know. When all you jabronis come in one shot, man. No, it's cool both ways. But if I had to pick one, I'd pick the more skintimate class.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
So now let me ask you a question,
What's
very
up?
specific.
Got it.
If someone were trying to gain weight, like
Okay.
muscle weight,
Yes.
how would their training differ from someone who's trying to gain strength? Because I feel like I keep hearing that, like it's two different things, but then people tell me and it sounds like the exact same damn thing.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference in like rep count, or is it the exercise you do?
Yeah. Great question. For gaining weight, the two main things you really want to key up on or really focus on is one, your calories. How much calories are you intaking compared to what you usually do? Because
Compared to what you're out taking?
yeah, exactly. So sometimes people, the common mistake for people that are quote unquote hard gainers is that they're not eating like they should be.
What's a hard gainer?
A hard gainer is someone that thinks they can't gain weight, like the leaner athlete who thinks they eat enough, but in actuality, if you write it down, majority of the time, if you tell an athlete, like the hard gainer, write down what you eat, it's usually not enough because they burn so much calories because they're usually the more active ones.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's just one of those. It's like some people just don't have big appetites. We have someone that weighs 140 who wants to eat, and all he eats basically is one McDonald's meal a day, which is maybe it's a lot for one meal, but in totality you need to eat more.
Gotcha.
He's eating maybe 12 to 1,500 calories. He should be eating around 3,000 calories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
okay.
So for people that are trying to gain weight, the number one, the most important one is your calories. How much calories are you putting into your system, especially if you train hard?
Okay.
Number two, hypertrophy. You want to do like bodybuilding type of workouts because you want to build more muscle. You know what I mean? So
what does that mean? What does that entail? Like pull-ups?
Yeah, for example, if you're doing a squat, bench, or deadlift, or any of those movements, you're doing it for higher reps, but at lower weights. Not saying the weight should be light or easy, but it should be lighter than where you get a good set of 8 to 10 where you're not struggling at rep 4.
Okay.
Or
let me ask you.
Yeah.
When you say 8 to 10,
mm-hmm.
are we aiming for 8? Are we aiming for 10? When do we
Great
stop?
question.
Is it like a feel thing? Like, when do we stop? How do I know if it's 8 or how do I know if it's 10? That's
a great question. So say you do, if I say 3 sets of 8 to 10, or just say 3 sets of 8 to 10, you want to reach for 10, but 8 is okay. You want to get to a point where bodybuilding or getting that muscle mass is more time on attention. Your muscles, time on attention. So the more time spent like lifting the weights or feeling that pump the bigger it's going to develop.
That's for muscle gain.
Yeah, that's for muscle gain, for hypertrophy. So bodybuilders, if you look at a typical bodybuilder's like workout, 3 sets of like 3 to 5 sets of bench, incline bench, 8 to 10, 8 to 15, the higher rep range. So there's studies that show different rep ranges for different body parts.
Okay.
So it might be for the chest, it doesn't need that high reps, maybe like 8 to 12, and maybe the shoulders are like 12 to 15, something like that. I'm just giving an example.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Yeah. So
okay, now let's say you go to the power lifter.
Yeah.
Are they eating differently, or they don't necessarily need to eat
they still
many calories?
Yeah, so they probably eat as much. It really depends on whether the athlete is trying to lose weight, gain weight, or maintain.
What if they don't care? They're just trying to get stronger.
Oh, just maintain. Actually, eat more. So the more food you have, the more you want to be taking a lot more carbs. Carbs is basically the gasoline to your engine, to your car. So the more gas you have, the more work you could put in. So.
And then what is the workout and the rep range like for powerlifting?
For
to
powerlifting,
get as strong as you possibly can.
Great question. So typically powerlifters go into different phases. A phase is you go into 3 phases. The first one is a hypertrophy, the bodybuilding. You want to develop a wider base, greater support system, so you build more muscle. Second one is typically a strength phase where you go into that 5 rep range, right?
Okay.
A little bit heavier weights, lighter, not as many reps, so 5 to 6 or 3 to 5 actually rep range. And then once you finish that second one, you go into a last one called the peaking phase. The peaking phase is basically where you lift heavy weights at lighter sets, maybe 1 to 3 reps.
And you're just going like as heavy as you can?
Yeah, you're going heavy and you're prepping up basically for for the meet. So it's like when you compete in jiu-jitsu, say you're competing IBJJF, the closer you get or whatever, in the beginning you kind of go through the things you want to go through, like the new techniques, whatever you picked up. The closer you get, it's already built in you.
The peaking phase is like, I'm going specifically exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm going to get my rolls in. I don't need to get too many rolls because I've already done all the work.
So in that peaking phase, first of all, these phases, it might last 3 weeks each, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, usually it's 3 months, 1 month per phase, typically.
So the peaking phase, am I trying to hit the number that I want to get, or am I trying to save?
You're getting close to number, maybe 95% of that, of your 1 rep max.
Okay.
And then we give you maybe like a deload week where you kind of rest, recover, and then the next week you attempt. You go for your maxes, your 1 rep max for squat, bench, deadlift, or clean and jerk.
And then how many days of rest do you need after that to know that you have enough energy to lift?
If you're lifting the heavier weights, if you're benching maybe 400 pounds and plus,
that's what I'm looking for.
Usually you need more rest just for the body is going through so much.
Like 2 days?
Yeah, no, a week.
Oh,
yeah. So if we're going to that day where you max out everything, your big day, you want to get a week off. Sometimes for people, for people that are more novice or like intermediate, maybe a week off will be okay because the weights isn't as heavy and you're adapting pretty much faster than
That's a long time to take off. But
you still go into training, but you're not ripping it. You're just you're getting, maybe you're done by like Thursday at lifting at lighter weights.
But you're doing like 80%, 70% max.
Yeah, it's just like what do you call that? Dress rehearsal. Like, you just when you come in for, you just go over takedowns and then when
do you say stuff like 1 RM?
Yeah, 1 rep max.
Okay.
Yeah,
you don't say 1 rep max. You say 1 RM.
1 rep max. Oh no, no, I don't.
Like,
I never really thought about it, to be honest.
Do you use like acronyms and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes. 1 R. No, actually no.
So you're like, oh, hey guys, let's hit our PR today.
Okay, then yes, yeah. Like I just hit a PR, yeah. Sometimes they call it a PB, a personal best.
A personal
PB?
PR
today. Yeah, I don't announce it. I'm like, I hit a PR today.
Hey guys, I hit my PB and J today.
It was delicious. Ate that shit up real good.
But that's very interesting because there's a lot of, we can read all these things in magazines and the magazine's agenda is to sell you the magazine.
Yeah, or like some stupid-ass product.
Yeah, but it's not always clear as to what they're trying to, those workouts are beneficial and probably work.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's like, which one is it for?
Yes.
And they always seem
they
like
just want to make something
same.
sexy.
Yeah.
They try to give like you'll notice in the fitness industry they'll give out like novelty things that just look cool, but it looks cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the more educated you get, you realize you just need like the meat and potatoes. Sometimes it's not that serious. You don't need all these like fancy gadgets, these new technology things. You just need a barbell, dumbbells, and hard work.
Sure.
One of my favorite athletes, jiu-jitsu, was Jazera.
Me.
What's
Jezere Matuda?
Jezere Matuda. It's just the way her lifting, what she was doing is the stuff that I really enjoy.
I bet that's why she's your favorite athlete.
No, she is. That's exactly why it is.
Yeah. No, you're right, though. Yeah. At the end of the day, it always comes down to freaking hard work.
Yeah.
And how hard are you pushing it to gain these weights?
Yeah, man. Sometimes people make it too complicated. Like, it's not that serious. Just work hard, stay the course, and trust the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what's the hard part? When you're training for something, let's say jiu-jitsu, MMA, where you have your main skill work, but you're still trying to gain muscle weight. Because you normally say, like, let the weightlifting be a supplement to to whatever training you're doing. So that's 2 times, maybe 3 times a week.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to gain some weight, bro.
True, yeah.
I need to lift like 5 times a week, right?
You need to lift 3 times, a little bit, add more like exactly what we're talking about, hypertrophy. But the biggest thing for you is the eating. It just
really so eating will make a big difference.
Huge.
Wow.
I'll show you some. Like there's one athlete I'm working right now. He's in high school. No, he's actually going to high school. He's like 6 foot, 165. He wants to get to 185. Okay. So you're basically eating until you don't want to eat anymore. And even when you don't want to eat anymore, you still got to eat.
Damn.
Yeah, it's one of those. He has to eat.
But once you get there, is it easy to maintain?
Yeah, once you get there, we maintain that weight for a while, and then after a while, you're used to eating more. You need that fuel. All of a sudden, you start getting hungrier
Okay,
because
I
you're
see.
burning so much fuel.
And you have a bigger engine to fill. I guess, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I really think. A good thing with Gordon Ryan is that it seems like his wifey or his girlfriend or his whatever, she was in that bodybuilding scene. So I'm pretty sure they like when he shows clips sometimes of his story, you could see that he's like. He has a meal plan, like the wifey cooks for him and all that stuff.
Okay.
And he's probably eating a lot. If we could ever get him on and ask him about his nutrition, I bet you he just
Gotcha.
eat. Sometimes you could eat like you see him eating pints of ice cream to get his calories in. Well, that's perfectly fine. If you're training hard or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm all for it or whatever.
Sure.
Of course, eat healthy, eat clean and
Yeah.
stuff. But like sometimes you just need to get like
A few extra calories.
Yeah.
And you know what's another way to get a few extra calories in?
what?
Go to modcup.com. Type in the coupon code Show the Art
Oh, shit.
and buy any one of their coffees because coffee is one of the best calories you can have. That's all I'm saying.
It's what a great
Segue, right?
what a great segue,
What
man.
a great commercial.
Damn, man, seamless.
Yo,
you
and
transition from like
dude, I'm
from
the king.
top to back take. You
dude,
just
I'm
rear
the
naked
king.
this bitch
I'm the king.
of transition.
So go to modcup.com. I recommend getting any one of their coffees. The Humble Jefferson's good. The Brazil is good. The
Yeah.
Columbia is good. Whatever they have in stock, because coffee, like vegetables, like
Yep.
fruits, are seasonal.
Yep.
So you're not gonna
There's a
find the
shelf life,
same
man.
things every single month there.
Yep.
Which is a good thing. And just like fruits and vegetables, you want it fresh, and that's the only way Mod Cup serves it up. So they're gonna sell it to you. You're gonna have to grind it your damn self
Yep.
to make it as fresh as possible. And I guarantee you're not gonna regret the flavor profile that you. I'm blanking. That you taste. You know what I'm
That
saying?
you're looking for,
That
man.
you're
We know
looking for.
exactly what you're looking for. You know what you're not looking for?
What are you not looking for?
Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh man, shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired.
So go to
dog.
modcup.com,
Shots
type in the
fired.
coupon code Show the Art, save yourself some good money. So how about DC Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic?
Dude,
Light heavyweight champion versus heavyweight champion.
boy, That is crazy,
Dude,
man.
it's confirmed.
So that kind of threw me off. So we just got coffee, and Abe just broke it down to me. Hot diggity, man! It gets me excited and sad at the same time. It gets me excited because Stipe, DC, those are two monsters, man.
True.
Those are two legendary fighters. They're definitely gonna go down as like one of the best of all time.
Yeah,
Two of the best.
two of
I'm
the
sorry.
best for sure.
Two of the best of all time. The thing that makes me sad is that
One of them has to lose.
one of them has to lose. Not only that, but that means Kane's entry or his return is pushed back because DC definitely wouldn't have done this if he knew Kane was coming back soon.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have done this had he known Kane was coming back midsummer.
He wouldn't do this, boy.
Yeah.
Like AKA seems too close knit, too
yeah.
tight. Then those two are brothers, man. So there's no way DC would have done it without knowing and without Velasquez's consent.
Of course.
So he probably gave him like the go signal, like go do this thing, man.
But like you said, it's unfortunate news for us Kane Velasquez fans because now we have to wait another pretty much a year to see him return. But they said when he comes back, he's coming back injury free.
That's good.
Imagine the Kane that we've been watching was only 80% because of injury, because of like major injuries.
Yeah, dude.
You know, we always have little injuries, keeps us at 90, but like 90's the new 100%.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're always a little injured. But when you have like major injuries, you're at like 70.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
And the way
this guy was dropping bombs on people at 70.
And the way he trains, man, you could
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense that he'd be injured. It's kind of like the whole Khabib things. Like when they're good enough to fight, you're gonna watch a show, man.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna watch a clinic because when those two are on, man, they're like buzzsaws.
Dude.
There's no way you're stopping these two guys.
There was a time a few years ago when that AKA team
was
was about to be 4 champions deep.
That's ridiculous.
In
man.
Khabib, Kane, DC, and Luke Rockhold.
Yep.
The same thing's about to happen.
Yep.
The wave just came back, and they all got injured, and it pushed it back a couple years. But now that time is upon us again. That's crazy.
They're coming back, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Khabib is going to be Tony. I like Tony.
Yeah.
I picked Tony to win, but That's like a 50-50 to me. I don't know. I really don't know. If I had to pick somebody, gun to my head, I'm picking Khabib.
Yeah,
but if I look on paper, I think Tony has one of the best chances of beating Khabib. But regardless, they about to have 4 belts.
That's such a scary thing to.
Yeah.
And you know what? I wouldn't mind because they all seem like good guys, man.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just one. Usually, I hate like when greatness comes along, you're just like, man, they're so good, you're dominant. Like the Spurs, like the Golden State Warriors right now.
True.
Who else is there? The Patriots.
Yeah,
it's just like something like, oh, get out of here. But these guys, I don't mind, man, because. Yeah,
because they're killing it. And they're good guys. This fight is very interesting because, first of all, they're coaching The Ultimate Fighter. I'm finally going to watch The Ultimate Fighter again.
Yep. Finally, man.
Yeah.
Do we know what
they announced the cast and everything. I think it's 170 and 150.
Okay.
It's like lighter weight classes.
Nice.
I forget which ones exactly. They announced the cast, everybody. So the season, I think, is called Undefeated.
Ooh.
Because every cast member is undefeated.
Ooh.
That doesn't mean everybody's 20-0, but people are like 3-0, 6-0.
Yeah. That's a cool little theme that they got going on. Now let me ask you this: is DC deserving to fight Stipe for the heavyweight championship?
About to back knuckle you right quick. Hell yeah.
So that's a yes. That's a yes. Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy. First of all, he sells. So that's one. That you look at all the deciding factors as to how you would make a champion versus champion match.
Yeah.
Number one, it's got to sell.
Yep.
DC sells. Number two, has he been clearing out his competition?
Yep.
Yes,
they both
has.
have.
Exactly, they both have. And then number three, who's waiting in the dust? And if there's not many, then you make that belt, that championship match. And there's not many people waiting in the dust for either DC or Stipe. So,
who, off the top of your head, who is waiting in the wings? I think Gus for DC.
The
right?
only
He's
guy
like the only
is
one.
Gustafsson. Yeah.
Yeah, and then for heavyweight, who do we have?
Nobody.
No
just
one, right?
Kane.
Yeah.
Literally just Kane. No one else we really... Like, there are people waiting. I'm not trying to disrespect people.
Yeah.
But, like, if we're talking about top 5, he beat everybody but Kane, and Kane's still injured.
Of course, there's someone that could... outside the top 10 or inside the top 10 that might win, just like we see in all these other weight classes. But right now, like off the top of your head, that will make money, no one.
Sure, and those guys, they just need to build their name up and they need to win more fights. And they need to beat guys in the top 5 that Stipe has beaten already. So
you need to Vulcan your way to the top.
Exactly.
That's
Vulcan
the only way.
Straight up did exactly what we're talking about.
What a good name to use. God. That's pretty.
Vulcan.
You Vulcan your way up.
Hell yeah. So... now let me ask you something. That Stipe versus Francis Ngannou fight. Great fight. Stipe, that's why he's a champion. Yeah. But they were advertising it as the biggest heavyweight fight of all time.
Nah.
Right? The greatest. I don't think it was.
No.
First of all, just looking at it on paper. Sure, Francis is a
hype beast.
Is a hype beast, and he's strong and he's got the look.
Deservingly. Yeah.
I don't think I never thought that he was winning that fight. And we talked about it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Like he's got the chance to knock anybody out. But Stipe won. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Do you think that this is the biggest, greatest heavyweight fight of all time that we have so far?
Yeah. I mean, we have so far, absolutely.
Granted, too, add this to the equation. Daniel Cormier was a heavyweight for a long time. In fact, he won the Strikeforce. Did he win the heavyweight title or the Grand Prix title?
I think the Grand Prix, but he still won. He was the heavyweight champion for Strikeforce.
There you go.
Yeah.
So he was a heavyweight who's now a light heavyweight.
Yep.
Small guy versus Stipe Miocic, who is the heavyweight champion.
Now.
Who is the greatest? Yeah, he
he's
just
the
set the record
heavyweight right now. Yeah. I think it's going to be. Oh, I can't wait to see this fight. Just because I've seen how well DC could do against Reach, against John Jones. So I'm like, oh, this guy has a chance, man. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
What happens? Here's a scenario for you. Come July, I'm not trying to get excited. I think Stipe is going to win. I got my money on Stipe.
Me too.
But what happens in this friggin' other universe where DC wins, John Jones is cleared, wants to beat him, wants to fight him at heavyweight?
That would be crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
For the heavyweight title.
That would be crazy. What they do, man, I feel so bad for
I don't
D-
think they'll honor John Jones with
Yeah,
that.
man, everything he's done to DC, man.
John Jones is like DC's Grim Reaper. He just
Yeah,
keeps coming back, man.
Yeah, man. Whether it's clean or not, he just keeps coming. He just haunts him.
Dude, now on that John Jones saga, I heard that it's looking very good for him.
Yeah.
I heard that there's like really strong evidence that he did have a tainted supplement.
Okay.
I mean, it's so dumb. Even if it was a tainted supplement,
Did they say how or did
no, there's not.
Okay.
They didn't release anything, but like his
Yeah.
managers are saying, like,
Okay.
we got the truth.
We got the juice.
But like, at this point, I wouldn't be taking anything.
Mhm.
I was just listening to Ben Askren.
That was a dope podcast.
Yeah,
That
on
was a
Joe
dope
Rogan's podcast. And Ben Askren's like, dude, I'm all about anti-steroids. He's like, I don't take shit.
Yeah.
Because if I do take something and it is tainted by accident, how do I look?
Yeah.
He's like, so I don't take anything. I just eat food.
Yeah.
And Demetrius Johnson is known for talking like that.
Yep.
Like, those guys class act. At this stage in the game, I'm not taking any risks. Are you
True.
kidding me?
Yeah. And especially if you're
The only thing I'm taking are like electrolytes.
a little on it.
A little on it.
Shroom tech.
Hell yeah, that's it.
Protein
powder.
It's just crazy
Sorry.
how you just came back. That's tough, man.
And like this, Ames, why do you and I take stuff like protein powder, protein bars? Convenience.
Yeah.
We don't have the time or
We're on the run.
Yeah. If you're a professional fighter and your life depends on that kind of style,
Yeah.
and you have the money like
That's
Jonathan
the
Jones,
thing, man.
you have a chef or somebody
or
to
meal
cook
prep,
all
man.
those meals for you.
get
You don't
those
need
things
protein
prepped up.
powder.
Yeah, you really don't. I'd rather eat. If I had a choice to
I'd rather eat, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Sometimes it's just more convenient. Let me check.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
again, that's the reason why we take those things, the supplements, because we don't have the time.
Yeah.
Instead of taking creatine, eat a steak.
eat some good juicy steak.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you'll get more vitamins than that than a lot of
Hell
things.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely more in protein powder. Fact. That
Fact.
is fact.
Isn't
You'll
there creatine in steak, or am I just bro sciencing it?
Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm not sure about that, but I was just listening to
Bro Science podcast?
No, a podcast. This guy is talking about like all the vitamins you get from a steak. Some people like frown upon steak. One cool thing he said is like the studies that they do with people who eat red meat and like how it turns into like diabetes or like all these health issues. He says all those studies are majority of the people that do eat red meat are people that live like an unhealthy lifestyle.
Exactly. They don't tell you who they're testing.
Exactly.
They're not testing
man.
me. They're not testing you.
Yeah.
Guys that exercise on a regular basis, that live a healthy lifestyle as far
Yeah.
as nutrients.
Exactly,
They're
man.
testing
So-
people like random ass people. Maybe the average American,
Yeah.
which is bad to say.
which
but,
is really bad. This average American is
but it's
not
good
a good
for me
thing.
because I'm not average.
I love
dog.
me some steak, man.
I ain't no average, dog.
We ain't average, dog. Average.
You know what's not average though? In all seriousness,
What's not all average, man?
CBD oil.
Damn, talk about a actual little supplement, man.
CBD oil is the studies show that it helps with reducing inflammation, with recovering your body after workouts.
Preach on that, man.
Dude. It's supposed to help with pain relief to some extent, right? If you take enough of it,
Yeah,
obviously,
man, definitely.
It can calm you down, and you
Just
know what?
soothe
It's
the
not gonna
soul.
get you high. It's not gonna. If you buy Vape-Brite CBD oil, you're not gonna get high.
And
There's no
is it-
THC in it.
Is it non-organic, organic?
No,
what
this
what
one's
we working
organic.
with? Oh, it's organic.
100% organic.
That
'cause I know
Whole
you-
Foods type of CBD oil,
Dude,
huh?
that whole foods
Oh, true. Whole comma.
foods CBD oil, man. This is
Uh-huh.
this is the real deal stuff. Go to vapebrite.org.
True.
Type in the coupon code Show the Art and save yourself good money on CBD oil. Mama knows that stuff is expensive, but
cheap.
use the coupon code, save yourself some good money. While you're at it, go to our other sponsor,
You might as
Inverted Gear.
well.
Go to invertedgear.com, type in the coupon code Show the Art 15
You might
and
as well.
save 15% off all their jiu-jitsu gear products. What we were saying about MMA, about Stipe?
Who the hell cares, man? Because right now I'm gonna go on my phone and type in CBD oil organic from Vape-Brite. Order some of that. Then get myself a little rash guard.
Okay.
A new gi with
Some
that
shorts.
panda. I need that panda, dog.
I need that panda. See
All right, on that note, guys, back to MMA. Hey, shout out, speaking of MMA, let's give a shout out to Jacare Souza, who just reminded us that he ain't going nowhere, man.
Did you watch the fight or just the highlights?
Just the highlights.
Dude, did you watch like the whole sequence of when he kicked him?
No. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I did see that part. So,
dude,
what round was it?
It was the first round.
Damn.
The fight just started. We go out for my brother's birthday. Okay. Right? We go to the city, this place, Carmine's.
Okay.
Italian food.
Ooh,
pasta. Penne vodka, pasta. You got that chicken parm. You got that lasagna. We went straight Italy.
You guys were not playing.
Dude, good food. So then we drove back.
Okay.
Got some ice cream. Went to this place called Bucket and Bay. They serve
buckets?
Grass-fed.
Oh.
They use grass-fed
CBD
milk.
oil milk?
CBD oil milk. Yep.
Okay. Confused.
Really good ice cream, Jersey City. Boom.
Oh, nice.
I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, please do.
And so on our way back, I'm like, God damn it, I want to watch the fights. We finally get home just in time for Jacare's fight. Great. I put it on. Fight ends in like 2 minutes.
That's crazy.
So there's a lot of things that went on in that fight.
How did Derek's stand-up look?
Brunson looks good, man, but his hands are too low. He's a little too reckless.
Still, right?
To be a champion.
Yeah.
He's a little too reckless to be a champion. That style is not sustainable. Yes, you are going to knock people out. But no, you are not going to win the championship.
Gotcha.
Because there's a reason why.
Reel,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
There's a reason why none of the champions fight that style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be reckless and be sustainable. Anyway, that bit him in the butt because Jacare. The sequence that knocked him out was Jacare threw a high kick.
Okay.
Right? Head kick. Boom. And Brunson, I guess since his hands were a little low and he's not, I don't know what happened, but he went to block it. Just his one hand was in the way, not his whole arm. The other arm didn't even come into play to kind of like, it's hard to explain without video, but to kind of take some of the brunt. You bring both arms up and block it. And that kick just smashed him. Yeah. And Brunson went flying.
He went back,
fumbling, stumbling.
Yeah.
And then, dude, Jacare with the most gangster stalk of all time, of MMA of all time. So he head kicks him. Brunson stumbles across the canvas to the other side, and Jacare just slowly stalks him.
He just G-walked.
Straight up like you know when
bopping.
You know when Nate like does that flex with the fist down, and he's just kind of like walking with the shoulders rolled forward.
Yeah.
So Jacare's just walking at him like that, looking like Jason Voorhees.
Put the mask on,
dude, and then just comes up to him. This dude is still against the fence and hits him with like 4 left hands, almost like you know when you I don't even know what. You know when you just strong arm somebody? Like they have no chance, you just strong arm them?
You could block it all you want, but nah.
Yeah.
It's too much pepper.
Dude, the most gangster finish.
Yeah, and that flex, that post flex.
Dude.
Like, yeah, he's still here, man.
Dude.
He's still a problem.
He's still a problem.
And he's training at a new gym, right?
Yeah, he moved to United States. I believe he moved somewhere in Florida.
Yeah. What I found pretty cool or whatever is that when he went to go to Florida, I assumed he'd be either with ATT or with Henry Hooft.
Yeah.
Neither.
Nope.
Which was it's cool giving like a lesser name, a no name, like a chance. You know what I mean? So I wonder how he found that gym or whatever. So I just think it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, no, we should do some research and see. I guess his coaches train there. I'm sure there's a good reason. But yeah, also another thing could be too, when you have a big team, there might be less attention on you.
Yeah, we just talked about it with classes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We talked about it. The bigger the classes, the less attention you're going to get.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you hear fighters like Claudia Gadelha who left Nova União in Brazil because she wasn't getting any attention. Jose Aldo was getting all the damn attention.
Yeah.
So
can't get mad at that.
Yeah, and when there's so many fighters at a gym like ATT, like it's hard to. There has to be that many more coaches,
especially when you feel like you should get more attention.
Yeah. And you know what? Does Jacare need it?
No, right now,
dude. The guy is unbelievable. The guy's been an athlete all his life.
At 38,
he's 38.
Man. Yeah, 38.
I thought he was 36. Even better.
Either way,
still in shape.
Good for him.
Does he pass the smell test?
I think he does.
He doesn't look that jacked.
He looks jacked. Well, because for me, he works hard enough. He's not like a Bohoshinya type of jack.
Oh, he's definitely not
Yeah.
Bohashi.
And if we look at he's definitely not Bohashi, but if we look at how Jacare looked like when he was in jiu-jitsu, very similar.
Very similar,
It's there's not a lot has changed, especially with the test. You know, when they updated the test, you saw how people look different.
Yeah,
Who's
true.
homeboy? The lighter weight class, Eric.
There's a couple of Eric Silva, Johnny
Silva.
Hendricks.
He's the only. He's the main one.
Yeah.
When you see the difference between
Dude.
testing season and non-testing season.
Dude. He went from superhuman to average Joe.
Yeah, no, seriously, and that's like that, and that's an understatement, I
Yeah.
believe, man. Because
Yeah.
when you saw him come out after the testing, I'm like, yo, homeboy,
He looked
needs
like
to
he
hit
was
the
on the
gym.
couch for
Yeah,
10
it looks like he
months.
trained at Lucille Roberts. You know what I mean?
And there's nobody in there. It's closed down. You know what that means?
That's
It's
a problem.
crazy,
We got a
yeah.
problem, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's next for Jacare?
Well, I mean, he was on a good run, and he would have gotten a title shot if he didn't beat Bobby Knuckles, Robert
Yeah.
Whittaker.
Yeah.
And
That's
what's
a great
Robert
name.
Whittaker
That
now?
is a great name.
Bobby Knuckles?
That is a great name. I was like,
Wait.
who's Bobby Knuckles?
Yeah, I wish I came up
Is he
with it.
Italian?
That's Robert Whittaker. So Robert Whittaker went on to beat Yoel Romero for the interim championship. Then he eventually became the undisputed champion because of whatever GSP,
Yeah.
whatever. You guys know the
Yeah,
math.
depending how long Whittaker is out, I say Souza gets the next.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was gonna go at.
Oh, okay.
He's got
Okay.
the next shot.
He should, man.
Pardoned from Whittaker.
Yeah.
I mean, because the only guy he was losing to after his run was Robert Whittaker.
Was Bobby Nux.
Bobby Nux. And I hear that I just saw an Instagram post today that Robert Whittaker is like getting back to training, excited to be back.
Goodness,
Yeah,
man.
which is exciting because he was going through some really rough
That's
stuff,
tough,
right?
man. Yeah, life threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Jacare might have to take another fight in the meantime, just because Yoel Romero, Luke Rockhold are about to fight in a few weeks.
Yeah, and middleweight is stacked, so it's just one of those.
Yeah.
Bohashinya.
He's
Coming. I just want to see who's.
So going back to who's next for Jacare Souza,
Yes.
if Luke Rockhold and Yoel are about to fight in Feb,
Mhm.
right, in a few weeks, you say the winner fights Robert Whittaker in maybe the same card as DC Cormier July,
True.
right? International
True.
Fight Week.
Yeah.
And so who does Jacare fight in the meantime? I think he fights. He could fight Kelvin Gastelum.
Oh,
He can
damn.
fight. He can go after Chris Weidman. That might be a good
Damn,
fight
it's
for him.
still
Those are two
stacked,
good
man.
fights for him.
That is still stacked. You know, let me ask you this: Who is?
Yo, ask.
Because the last time I looked at a main event and I said, "Who the hell is this guy?" You freaking wiped the floor with me. So the last one was Donald Cerrone versus was it Darren Till?
Darren Till.
I was like, "Who's this Darren Till guy?" And you gave me a heads up, future McGregor. McGregor
Yeah.
and you were totally right. Now Machida is fighting this weekend against Eric, ya boy Anders. Is there anything sexy about this Anders
Dude,
kid?
Anders.
See?
I'll tell you what. Anders used to be like a linebacker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about now.
Damn, son.
Remember when we were talking about strong arming people?
He's
That's
a
what he did in the last 3 fights.
Oh, did
Straight
he?
strong arm this dude. These
Nah.
dudes. His last fight was pretty competitive though.
Okay.
But he's one of those really tight fighters.
Okay.
He reminds me of Thiago Alves in a way.
Ooh.
You know how Thiago
So-
fights really tight?
Yeah.
Not
like
as many
but-
leg kicks though.
Okay, so he's like a buzzsaw. Like when he hits you, you're gonna feel it. Type
Dude, he's powerful.
Damn, man.
I mean, he used to be he played football. He might have even been in the NFL or something.
Either way,
guy was like a
when your
linebacker.
nickname is your boy,
It's your boy.
Yeah, 10-0. I
Yeah.
looked at that. I'm like, oh, he's someone I might need to watch because last time
Ames, yeah.
I looked at this, I'm like, Darren Till came out, so I'm gonna pay attention to this fight.
Anders, he's not Darren Till,
Mhm.
right? Darren Till has it all.
Yeah.
Anders might need to evolve a little bit more first,
Gotcha.
but
so is he like?
I don't want to see him fight Machida, or I don't want to see Machida fight him.
damn.
That's what I'm saying.
So he's like not at the same level, but he's coming up. Remember how we used to always bring up Ngannou type of thing?
Yes, yes.
He's like an Ngannou type of like.
Not
Not fight wise,
not
but
as
like
much
you
hype.
should pay attention to him.
Yeah, you should pay attention to
Yeah,
him
because
for sure.
there's no hype around. The only reason why I knew about Ngannou is because Joe Rogan always brought it up
Exactly,
on his podcast.
yeah.
So it's one of those like, let me pay attention to this guy, see what he's got,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
find out.
Anders, he's a really good fighter. He's just an exciting guy to watch because he's
Dope.
really tight. Whenever he throws a punch, you're like, damn,
Oh,
this
okay.
guy can
Your
hit.
boy,
Yeah.
your boy got some power.
He could wrestle a little.
Let's do the damn thing.
So Anders, he's someone to watch. I do not. This is a bad matchup for Machida, especially because we know his chin is not the same.
It's suspect now, man.
I don't want to see Machida versus anybody that can hit hard. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I want to see Machida versus Wonder Boy. I want to see Machida. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like Wonder Boy can't hit.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see him fight anybody that's got bombs in their hands.
Yeah, you don't want to throw him into a slaughterhouse.
Yeah, I want to see technical fights for Machida, like a Wonder Boy fight, like a damn. I mean, you said the most technical guy first.
Yeah, you just picked the most technical.
But yeah,
guy.
I want to see him fight guys like that.
We see where you're going. We see where you're
going. At
going.
this stage,
not where you could get your head knocked off the block.
Yeah. Maybe I want to see him against Uriah Hall. That would be a good.
That would be a good fight. Yeah.
Even against, I don't want to make it sound that bad, but against Vitor.
True.
You know, like that's a good fight for both those guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Brazil, we gonna fight.
It's crazy how this. Like one part of that generation is kind of slowly drifting away. You know what I mean? Like there's really a new generation now. So.
Yeah. Because I mean, what are we talking about? 6-7 years ago, Vitor, Anderson. We're talking about these are the big guys, all Brazilians. Even Aldo at that time.
Yeah, man. The Dragon is
Machida.
the champion.
Yeah. Shit. What's your favorite champion? My favorite champion walk-off was when Stipe won the belt. And he jumps over the cage. I'm the world champ.
I'm the world champ.
I'm the world champ. In Brazil.
Yeah, that was...
In Brazil. And everyone's quiet as hell.
Yeah, everyone took the mask.
Yeah. Dude, crazy.
That damn mask. I knew he was going to get knocked out. But walk-off hit.
Oh, so I'm sorry. Verdum is another guy that's waiting in the dust for heavyweight. But again, Stipe knocked him out. He beat him.
Yeah.
So who else?
It's not something I'm going to jump out of my seat for. You know what I mean?
I think they might do... Verdum versus Ngannou next. That might be a good fight for both guys.
That is. Verdum better not. He better drop those mitts. Just work on that ground game, man.
Yes.
Because good luck with that.
On that note,
damn. At the same time, man. Simpatico.
Yeah,
on that note, guys, we hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. If you did, please share, subscribe, rate. It goes a long way, man. And thank you so much for your support. We'll catch you guys next week.
Boom. Thank you. Thank you to all our sponsors and Vertigear, Chimera Coffee,
shout out to all our sponsors right now. Abe, let them know who it is.
And Vertigear, Mod Cup Coffee. Who else we got? Vape Bright.
Come on now.
Check it all out. We love you guys.
Peace.